Geoff had to go back to his car.
Oh, okay. We got volume over there. You could turn the overall track up just a little bit. No mics. Yeah, I'm gonna want you to sit right here in Jeff's seat. Hey, Timmy Tight Top, can you close that door?
So do you want all the mics on when we go live?
When we go live, just mine.
Okay.
Yeah. You like these beats, huh? This your vibe right here. So you know I spoke to the other Baba-Femi today.
Oh yeah?
I know who he is. I know who he is. We didn't go to junior high together.
Oh, okay.
He's a few years older than me.
I would think so, yeah.
And he went to. We didn't even go to the same high school, but I know him. I know of him. So it was pretty interesting. So Baba-Femi, the other one.
Yeah.
So listen. Right at 11, I like to go live. All right, so right on the dot, we go live. Before I start, what have you done?
I was gonna put your shit in here because it's straining it right there.
Okay, Geoff, just do what you do. Lawn chair. No, go ahead.
With my Christmas shit.
Come on, Christmas tree.
I gotta come this way though.
No, she's gonna sit in your chair at the beginning. Community empowerment.
Oh, no worries.
Because she has a business I need her to promote.
Yeah, we're gonna come back and do it though.
Huh?
Sam and I are gonna come back and do it together.
That's easy.
Oh, you saying today, just doing today? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can definitely. That's easy. London is in the building, so this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna come on live. Then I'm gonna play the new Kool Mo D record. No. Turn on my mic, but no one else's. Then I'm gonna play the Kool Mo D record. Then I'm gonna come back from the Kool Mo D record. Community empowerment, promoting businesses. Then we'll go into current events. Then turn on everybody's mic. Oh, there it is. You like that, huh?
I'm taking all of them.
So you do all these instrumentals?
Huh?
You create them or somebody
No,
else?
this is my friend.
You introducing them to James Broadway there.
Yeah. 30 seconds. Here we go. Everybody put the headphones on. Kev, remind me.
This one's not in. This one is not in.
You can put them on. Oh,
It's okay.
hold on. Hey, you got that? Well, damn it. All right, we'll figure it out. Hey, push this over here some. Alrighty. The ZoWhat Morning Show back in the building. It's Monday. You already know how we get out. We're here to entertain, derail, corrupt, Oh yeah, we're here to corrupt. We're here to destroy you. What you believe. This is the alternative news cycle. The way we report on things is crazy. You dig? Current events, ZoWhat show. Listen, if this is your first time tuning into the ZoWhat show on Dash Talk X, I'm here to tell you, in for a treat. You know, we have like different layers of what we do on this show. Sometimes we have a topic. Other times we have multiple topics. Today is current events. And I have a tremendous crew in the building right now. Timmy Tight top, one of the tightest tops in the game. 10,000 push-ups. Weed Juice is in the building.
Yes, sir.
But listen, before I promote anything, I got something that a friend of mine brought to my attention. It's very important that I do this. A lot of young people don't know anything about hip-hop. The real hip-hop. The hip-hop that you stand on the shoulders of. I know. You don't want to acknowledge your history. But I'm here to tell you, you're about to get chastised today by one of the legends, by one of the greats, the legendary Kool Moe Dee. I'm going to play his new record, I Can't Mumble Rap, by Kool Moe Dee. I know. It's not hate, it's love. It's all love, it's not hate. If you listen to the lyrics, it's all love.
I know Moe Dee.
All right, here we go. New Kool Moe Dee on the ZoWhat Morning Show. Turn it up. You gotta bang it for me. Turn it up. Turn it up. Yep.
Once upon a time, my dog let go when a well-written rhyme was not in vogue. Once an MC was a valid question from an OG shutdown connection. Paradigm shift, digital divide, and gift and gab and coincide. Media went social, hashtag locals. New celebrity was local. No more streets for the yearning stress. It's post and tweets and dream and life. Downward spirals just went viral. Instant stars and American idols. No hot balls over octo beats. Talk is text and a convo tweets. Sex is cyber, football status, and a conscious rap is a new insanity.
I can't mumble rap.
Download Hood, my street unsung. Check my balls, MC.com. OG swag, so the visual swirl is an analog tag in a digital world. Cyber, optic, pseudo-human. Rhymes and drop, auto-tuning. Profile pages, app or app. My screen name is that nigga rap. Reality, virtual, Google, search, hip hats, no hats, so we got no vertical. Up is down, down is up. Script is flip, and that's what's up. Stereotypes are in stereo, went from hi-fi to Wi-Fi flow.
Listen. He not hating. I promise. He not hating. Sometimes you gotta preface things for the youngsters, man, because they'll think, oh man, the old nigga just hating. That's what happened with him and LL. These old niggas is hating. That's what happened to him and LL. That's what started the beef with him and LL. Did you know that?
I did not.
That's because you're 12. You weren't there. Ladies and gentlemen, the ZoWhat Morning Show is back. That was an exclusive premiere of Kool Moe D's latest and greatest record. I can't mumble rap. Mo can do. All right, really quickly, I've got a couple of things to promote. As you know, on this show, I promote black-owned businesses, or any business for that matter. If you guys need a little help, just reach out and let me know what you need. You can email me at vor106@gmail.com. So some of the staples that are here is Total Package Energy. My favorite energy drink. Better than all of that other stuff. Am I lying? Let me go to my personal trainers. Am I lying?
No, not at all.
Is this the real deal or not?
It'll have you straight hyped after a couple of gulps of the,
I'm just trying to tell you. Total Package
the
Energy.
9.
It works.
No sugars, no carbs, amino acids, B vitamins, the whole 9 yards. Black
How
on.
many drinks today?
Yes.
Hey, don't ask me about my
Is
business.
that empty?
Don't ask.
That's empty.
It is empty. Why you in my business? I'm just asking. Why are you? Okay, cool.
I mean, that's the third one.
Anyway, weed juice is in the building.
Yes.
Timmy Tight Top, what kind of deals we got on deck right now?
Listen, to the end of the month, we're going to be doing 20% off, not 15% off, but 20% off any packages that you go to the website and support. You know, we got the weight loss, we got the 3-day cleanse, we got to customize your own. You don't have to select anything. You can get your own, create your own, and it's almost better when you want to do your own thing.
I could smoke a bag of that.
You got recovery, you got detox, you got immunity, you got stuff for your skin, you got digestion. So any one of those programs, and you got energy too.
All through juice.
All through juice. Oh, you know who I met this weekend?
Who?
Caesar Milan.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
That dude is smart, man.
Was that the dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was he whispering?
Uh,
I'm sorry. I just like
no, but
That's what he does.
I had to ask.
Did you hear him?
Look.
nah, dude, I'll tell you about him, man. But he's awesome. He wants me to work with him.
Hassan. Okay, cool. All right. Yes, Weed Juice is in the building. Go to weedjuice.com. That's OUIJUICE.com. Please support this brother's business. Also, Kev, I know you got something to promote.
So Boss Baby Trump, if you guys go to the Young Turk Sports and you can see one of the hosts wearing the LeBron School of the Don shirt.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
You trying to blow up on my watch?
Yeah, baby.
I need a slice.
LeBron School of the Don, baby. TYT Sports. We want to appreciate J.R. Jackson for wearing that shirt, but you guys can get one at bossbabytrump.com. 20% off if you type in the promo code BBT20. Also, the Melanin books. We can see back this way. Okay. So I'm mailing out 3 Melanin books today. So if you guys hit me up before the show ends, I'll give you $50 off. But got to be before the show ends because I'm going right after the show. So I'll give you $50 off. And also, I got Dragon Moore and Phoenix Moore gear. Also, you'll get 20% off if you type in ZoWhat, and that's at realnuggets.com.
Use my name.
Yeah.
I love it. And then we have a beautiful sister in the building today. Y'all see her on camera. Let me just get the close-up going real quick. Bow. There she is right there. Please tell them who you are, what your name is, and the business you want us to cash mob.
Cash mob. I like the sound
You gotta
of
speak
that.
into the
I
mic.
like the
Yes.
sound of cash mob.
Yeah.
My name is Jacqueline, or you can call me Ia Ifakimi.
Yeah.
The business that I have is Undeniable Inc., and I also have alafia.net. My business partner is in the background, if you can see, with the head wrap. But we promote ancestral reverence and connecting with nature as well as culture, because culture around the world is different, but it is all the same thing.
I can do
So
that.
we have t-shirts with different messages. And we also have classes that will be starting in January.
Wow. So tell me, what is the name of the website? We need a point of purchase. Let's go.
That is alafia.net, and that is spelled ALAAFIA.net.
Hey, if y'all don't go cash mob right now and support this sister's business, don't listen no more. I'm just saying.
What the Zo?
Just turn off the radio. Jesus. All right. Listen, don't forget to get my book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Available Amazon.com, available Kindle, available iBooks. And then, of course, my next book is coming. The Holographic Relationship, February 2019. Oh, it's ridiculous. What? Is that your phone? Somebody's phone is on. I know who it is. I know who it is. It's Timmy Tight. Anyway, you already know how we do, man. We have finished the community empowerment segment. Now it's time for today's topic. Where's Geoff Brown? Come here. He outside eating some oatmeal.
Okay.
Geoff is, boy, he got utensils from the house. Geoff is just, he got a giant thermostat from the 70s. I think it's BJ and the Bear or something. All right, our people on YouTube, let me just say this. All my YouTube family, thank you for tuning in. They're saying turn up the microphones. They want to be able to hear everybody. Everybody in here, make sure you speak into the mic. Now, let me introduce, you know everybody in here except for one person. Let me introduce the good brother. I don't want to get into his business. I don't want to say what he does. Just know that the brother wise, that he could sit at the round table of the gods and have a prominent position here with us.
And I'm not a Nike man, but these ones he got on is ice cold.
You always jocking somebody's feet.
I'm a shoe man. I'm a shoe. Them the grown man shoes. Them the grown man shoes.
Anyway, let's let the brother introduce himself. Speak it to the mic. I don't want to say your name. I want you to tell him who you are and what you do, good brother.
Greetings. My birth name is Stephen. Last name is Mackey. I was initiated several years ago in the beautiful city of Akure, Ando State, southwest Nigeria. They call Ijebu land. I'm a practicing priest of Ifa. And several years ago, I was elevated to the status of a chief, Luo. It's not bad from a brother from born in the Tray, born down in the Tray in Houston, Third Ward area. So
you on the dig? We about to get hit upside the head with some wisdom today, boy. I can't wait to get into the topics today. We got a good brother in here. He gonna join us, and also who's joining us? Don't forget it. Brother RizzaIslam will be here.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, he's on his way here right now. It's about to go down. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Are y'all ready for current events, ZoWhat style? Oh, Jesus.
$50 say RizzaIslam got on a dope ass bow tie. Anybody?
$50.
$50 says
That's
dope.
an easy win for you.
That's easy. Who's taking?
That's
Who's
an easy
taking?
win for you.
Any takers?
Nah, bro.
He's gonna have a red one on.
You going with red? What color?
Red.
You going with red?
Colors.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with gray.
It's gonna be black,
Or probably black, right?
and it's gonna have the
This
Nation
joint
of
on it.
Islam
Oh yeah.
embroidery.
That tie is cool.
That's what I'm going with.
Going with plaid.
You going with that one? I'm gonna go with gray.
All right, I gotta ask a question. Here's the first topic. As reported by the Griot, Will Smith reveals he sank into midlife crisis over his family's direction. Will Smith says he was at a crossroad when his family rejected the direction he had set for them. You know, we got kids. I know I got kids. Everybody got kids, and all I know is men who want to be good fathers. Men who are good fathers typically set a blueprint, a template. Here we go. Let's read this story. The 50-year-old actor opened up to Hot Living magazine about the midlife crisis he experienced at the height of his career and at a time when his daughter had gained fame for the record Whip My Hair. Smith had been the architect over the building of the picture-perfect life that his children enjoy, something he had talked about on his wife's hit Facebook show, The Red Table. Let me just cut to all of that. Kids is hard-headed than a motherfucker.
Yep. Oh, come on. Come on.
Let's just go right there. Wives is hard-headed than a motherfucker.
Come on.
How in today's society, we don't live back in agricultural times.
Right.
Where you could say, get your ass in there and churn that butter. The churning of butter is done.
Churn that butter.
Butter churning is over.
That's right. You don't get out here and help me with this wagon wheel. God damn it. Got to hold it back 9, and you some bitches are sitting up here throwing rocks at pigeons. You don't get back out. God damn it, where's my horse? I told Freddie, I told you to tie the goddamn horse down. For God's sake, I'm going to shoot one of you. I swear to God, you're worse than my sister's kids. All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, it's hard nowadays. My daughter will be 19 next Monday.
Wow.
My son is 22 today.
That's crazy.
Now, let me just say, my daughter tells me to my face right now.
Happy birthday, New Geezy.
Let me tell you what Prima says to me to my face right now. I'm your mama. We can't tell these little motherfuckers nothing nowadays.
That fucks you up. I'm your mama.
So I know we got a couple of fathers on the panel right now. I need Geoff and Baba-Femi to chime in on this. What happens, man, when you begin to break down when these kids start doing what the hell they want to do, regardless, despite what you done told them?
Well, it used to be an old saying, you see a problem with a child, follow him home and see who opens the door.
Well, here we go.
Nowadays, you see what's, if you're judging your child as something wrong, you have to check their cell phone. And see who they're networking, collaborating with.
Damn.
And that would bring us to this midlife crisis. It used to be, midlife crisis was what? You go out and you buy this sports car.
Mm-hmm.
You start trying to put stuff out in the backyard, try to connect.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, most midlife crisis is just a divorce.
Wow.
Why you do that to us? That hurt.
Ouch.
Most midlife crisis is a divorce.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
And I think a lot of the whole consists being unstable, not productive, but yet trying to push certain values on them. And at the end of the day, they're calling us out on our shit. So
Absolutely.
Geoff Brown?
One, to get back to Will Smith's problem is easy. Okay. These kids, you're rebelling on 17,000 square feet of mine. Now, you can take that rebellious shit right out on the edge of my property with a tent. When you get hungry, you can come in here and get a couple sandwiches, take your ass back out in that tent. Okay, that's what the number one problem is.
Wait, and the quality of your sandwich is going to be different.
The quality of your sandwich, yeah. Oh, no, not the 7-grain Ezekiel bread.
No.
You get out with that fucking Wonder Bread right there.
Yes.
Them little colored dots on it.
Yeah, you want to tell me what to do. You
tell
get
me what to
lettuce
do.
and mayo.
Bruh. Yeah, I think I'm going to run the rant that way because my father was the captain of this shit right here. Number two, I just ran into this problem. I am right now I am right now in the middle of a custody situation with my children.
Here we go.
And my daughter, shout out to Bailey, I love you. She just turned 15, and we had a little attitude altercation between her and my wife, who is her stepmother, who has taken all the steps to be her mother. And it got to the point where my wife had to wake me up. I don't go to bed till 3. I don't like to. Okay, so I come downstairs, and I forget the problem. The issue was the attitude that she gave my wife, and then she started to give me. And I said, let me explain something to you clearly. You need to ask one of your 4 brothers. Were you one of them? I don't put my hands on women as a policy, but if I did, right now, you would be against your will, up against the wall, with my hand around your throat and your feet dangling.
Okay,
so that I can get your attention.
What happened, Jeff? Do we need to lay hands? Do we need to pray?
Oh, no. Oh, we got to straighten down. I said, since I can't do that, I tell you what, I don't care. I don't care what your friends are doing. I don't care what's in your ether. This is my house. Kids don't run my house. This is not a democracy. This is a benevolent dictatorship, which means things go well as long as you don't piss off the king. Now, if you can't get with that, I will go upstairs, start the emancipation papers, and you are free to roam the universe, but you will not be in my house with that funky too. Do you understand me?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
What?
Make it funny. Speak in the king's voice. Yes. Tell her.
Young lady, it appears that you have gotten to the age to where now you're getting a whiff of your own urine. Let me speak clearly on your behalf. I speak clearly because I speak only once. This kingdom and all that flies over it and is buried under it is mine. If you find yourself in this level of insolence again, you shall find yourself on the edge of it. For I will go to the top of the palace. I will bring you with me, and I will drop kick your ass, and you will not bounce. You will not bounce until you get to Madagascar. Do you understand me? Now, go back and have some tea and crumpets, clean up your shit, and watch yourself. Don't play yourself. You will be the one who gets played.
Caesar!
Caesar at once. Caesar!
Take her to the tower.
Have her flogged, but not too much. She's my daughter. It's my fault.
Okay.
It is I who fucked the commoner. It is I who fucked the commoner.
No. I gotta say this. Do you remember the Da Vinci TV show? That was for Leonardo da Vinci?
No.
The coldest line I ever heard in my fucking life was said on that show. Say? So Leonardo da Vinci's father was, I guess, somebody of import, right? A nobleman or something, right? But the mom was a whore. And so Leonardo was talking shit to his dad. And he was like, man, you can't contain me. You can't, I'm free. You can't tell me what to do. You can't contain me. He said, silence, boy, your heritage contains you.
Right. You sure did.
I said, oh, shit.
You sure did cut him like that.
I ran up out there. I said, let me turn this shit off. Wow. You came from a whore. Your heritage contains you.
Your status does not allow you. You have donkey.
Your status does not allow you to talk to me, nigga.
That's right.
Be quiet. Your heritage contains you.
That's right. That's right. On behalf of your mama them, shut up.
On behalf of your mama them.
Shut your damn mouth.
So I got one more aspect of this Will Smith story that as men we got to deal with, all of us.
Will Smith's neighbors, that's his problem, if I may. Will Smith's neighbors. He went outside and started looking how white folks raise their kids.
What is this? Rant 2.0?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's bad enough you get a rant.
I bet you Will didn't raise his kids like Will's daddy raised him. I bet you didn't.
You're right, because they did an interview where they both said they give their kids run of the house. They make them feel like they own things in the house. Whereas when I saw that interview, I was like, wait a minute. You bought every fucking thing, but you let the kids feel like they run and own shit?
And see, this is what happens when Geoff takes us off point. Fine, it's good.
Oh, I brought up Will Smith. My bad. I don't know how.
The point I want to make, though.
Okay.
There's a point I want to make.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
It is the ZoWhat.
Yeah, I was about to say, are we?
Your name is on the door, nigga. Make your point, but you
Say,
okay.
are we? Is this?
I didn't wake up in the middle of a Will Smith conversation.
Where
we
we
talking
at?
about Will Smith and his badass kids, right? Oh, all right. Okay.
All right, Geoff. So do me this one.
What's up?
You got a son.
4.
Oba.
Oh, wow.
You got a son. 4. I got 2.
Damn.
2 sons.
Okay.
Well, Will Smith's son came out.
Yeah.
And pretty much said that he got a boyfriend
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Tyler, the creator.
Yes.
Tyler, the creator.
I'd have smacked the shit out of my son.
Uh-oh. Well, that's going to lead us into our next story, but okay.
Okay. I'd have smacked the cow walking shit out of him.
Would you?
Yes, because that is disrespectful to Tyler, the creator.
Here we go.
Okay? You don't get to out another dude
Right.
just because you having a
but-
fucking tantrum. Now, I strongly suggest, excuse this, ladies, that you get the sand out your pussy and knock that shit off. Because you and him had some kind of fucking argument. You gonna now out him? In the words of my father, who the fuck did I raise? Do that ignorant shit. I'll smack both of your eyes on the same side of your fucking head. Now, please, pretty please with sugar on top, get Brody with me. I'll tell you like I told my sons. I know where y'all raised and what none of you raised in Chicago on the south side in the 70s. Whenever you feel froggy, you can get together. We can do it like Bruce Lee said. We can do it together or we can do it one at a time or all together. I got 50 on me. I'll knock your fucking ass out. Which the fuck I would be ran around by my kids. Till this day.
Yeah.
Please hear me, DCFS. Please hear me, court system. Come my way with that shit. And you can take my kids with you, because I'll smack shit out of them in front of you.
Okay, so something happened in Geoff's life for real. Okay.
Which the fuck I would be running around by some goddamn something that came from me? Okay.
Oba.
I might grew up next door to Geoff
Come
down
on,
in
man.
Water Houston. Now that I think about it, he
Come on,
sounds just
bro.
like one of my neighbors. You know, getting run of the house is oh man, I'm a young 60. I'll be 61 in a couple of weeks,
Oh, wow.
and I don't know that language. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got 4 boys. 36, 35, soon to be 34 and 16.
And ain't none of them.
And
You can't
you
pay
know
'em.
who you choose to be with can be debated on, argued with. I can have an opinion, and I'm gonna say it at the end of the day, you got to live with the person. But at
Right.
the same time, you will never run this house.
Right. If you respect me and your life.
You know, I know the young cats like to sag. My sons would come up to my house and pull their pants up and then tell their friends, you need to pull your
Yeah.
pants up because my dad be tripping.
Come on,
'Cause
bro.
I told
right.
That's
my
the I ain't
sons,
got
"You
my daddy
okay. It's okay to tell your friends I be tripping.
Yes,
I
sir.
want your fake gold. I had a bowl
Right.
on a little stand by the door. You take off your gold chain. You raise up your pants and you
My
say,
man.
yes, sir. So,
right.
but here's the thing. The other brothers' kids would come and talk to me about life and different things like that. See,
Discipline.
Because you wasn't trying to dress like them?
you have free will. You have free choice. You know, when you take the cookie out the cookie jar and because you thought you just wanted the cookie and there was a price to pay for it. Things like that prepare you for life. You know, especially as black men in America, you know, we got to raise our sons a little different.
A little different.
The last thing you need to give them outside of free range in their room or in their crib or in their play area is free realm in your house. Because that's a strike against your character.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
Once you do that, the punking out process now begins.
Yeah. Because, see, this is what you have in my house. If I'm in the house where you at and I'm raising you my son, this is what you have. You have liberty.
Yes.
You have liberty.
Not freedom.
You don't have freedom. You have liberty. Liberty is freedom with constraints.
Yes.
I had to sock new one day. Like, what? What you finna tell me? What you finna do? Okay. I'm finna show you what I'm finna do.
Right. Oh, really?
You in the dig? So I'm just saying, freedom with constraints. Now,
tell your chest to let go of my fist. Tell your chest to let go.
Until you get your own.
Yes, sir.
Until you get your own, do you do what you want?
Yes, sir.
But then I'm gonna charge you for my counsel.
Okay, right. Oh, yeah.
All them years I was raising you, was ignoring me. Yeah. That'll be $300 an hour. Okay. But let me ask you this: how would you take it? Because we old school. We old as fuck. We are old. It's fine. We're young, old, but old to the young guy.
He's 61. Don't let this may shock you, but that's a 61-year-old black man. That's 146 in white man years.
Yeah, it's true.
White man years, he's 146.
It's moldy banana.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't have a lifetime. You don't have a long time to go.
Yeah. You'll be
it is 11:30 now. Yeah. How old are you? 23. You're 23. By 9 o'clock, you'll be 37. That's just God's way of getting you back for slavery. And it's not your fault. Not you, sir. Not you. Not you. I don't have anything against you, but your great granddaddy probably wasn't shit, and I would cut his throat. That might make you disappear, but I'm willing to gamble.
That might make you disappear.
I'm sorry. We're off.
Okay. It's what he does. It's fine.
And what the fuck is with this
but wait,
kids table chair?
Let me ask you this. That's because you're shorter than everybody here. It's fine. But let me ask you this. How would you deal with your son coming out?
I have a son who came out.
Talk to us about it.
Well, first, most dear youngsters who come out, especially at Thanksgiving, most of you, 87% of you, we already knew. Okay, you're not supposed to use your tongue on the bottle, are you? We already knew.
You're not supposed to tongue kiss your bottle.
You're not supposed to tongue kiss your bottle. We knew. Here's my point, and this is what I told my son.
Dumb as hell.
I told my son that thank you. Who you sleep with? No, it was not my first choice for you to be a gay man. It wasn't, because I don't get any children from that. I don't get any grandchildren from that.
Right.
Okay. What you have done by default is put, if I want a grandchild that comes from my lineage, you're gonna have to get the white man involved. You're gonna have to go to some laboratory, get your genetic code, pull from you, and put into some woman who has no connection to you other than maybe some type of friendship, because you're not gonna do it the old-fashioned way, right? Okay. Well, I'm disappointed to hear that. Does that make me love you any less? No. I would die for you just like any of your other brothers. Does that mean I want to be made uncomfortable in my own home by you and your boyfriend kissing on one another?
Or even holding hands.
Or holding hands or any of that?
Or standing close to each other.
I'm not going to be made uncomfortable in my own home.
I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to be like,
and that's just where I'm at.
If it was me, I would be like a father at prom. You niggas standing too close.
Yeah.
The 10 inches between you niggas.
Oh my God. Like JJ.
One nigga on one end of the table, the other nigga on the other end.
Shout out to JJ Williamson. 10 feet between. 10 feet. JJ Williamson has the joke where he said, I'm going to be in the room when my daughter lose her virginity. Because I'm going to make sure it's respectful. Hey man, you ain't got to put her leg up like that. You ain't got to do all that. Yeah, don't flip her over like that. Hey, don't flip her over like that.
Brother RizzaIslam is in the building.
You won.
Yeah.
We were betting on the tie. He went with black with the joint. I said it's probably gonna be a fly gray one. He was way the fuck off. They were yellow, red.
Hey, listen, Jeff.
Yes.
You talking to him like you're not on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ZoWhat Morning Show. One of our guests just walked in the building right now. Brother RizzaIslam is in the building. He's going to chime in on these topics as well.
That dude.
Hey, man, current events is about to go down in the town. We're sitting here right now, comedian, actor extraordinaire, Geoff Brown. He also has his own radio show called The Inappropriate Hour here on Dash Radio. Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. He's also a writer and a contributor to D.L. Hughley's morning show, as well as his Netflix show.
Yes.
Right?
Co-wrote his last Netflix special. I got a couple of other Netflix projects that are under my own umbrella that I'm working on, and Giraffe Balls. I can't forget Giraffe Balls. Friday.
So explain it to Baba-Femi.
Okay, here's what happens. Every Friday and Saturday at 11 p.m. LA time from Jeff Breeze Studios, from my music studio in my house, I live stream to YouTube while I get high as giraffe balls. And I give out the shit that comes to me when I happen to believe that God is on high. So when I am high, I'm closer to him. I have altered my state. I have gotten out of weight. I'm telling you, I really believe that. I really believe that, and as do many civilizations. That's right. That when they get ready to commune with the spirits, they get out of their regular state.
That is true.
I get high as giraffe balls and some shit that come out. I know that's God talking. Okay, you can say what you want to. The devil is in the bottle. Jesus is in the bong. I'm telling you right now, you don't do none of your fucked up shit high. You do that when you drink. You can't smoke somebody sexy. You can't.
Okay. There we go.
You can drink them sexy, but you can't smoke them sexy.
Okay.
Jesus, devil.
Jeff,
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jesus. This nigga's going for the Guinness Book World Record. What the hell? And then next to him is our good friend Baba-Femi, who's in the building right now. Yes, man of wisdom, spiritual guru. I'm gonna give him that. You know I don't pass shit around. Y'all know how I get.
Yeah, that's a heavy stamp you just put on.
You know come on now.
Yeah.
You know I don't give people that. But this brother right here is he wise.
I feel the peace on the brother.
He under it.
I feel the peace on him.
You under it.
I feel the peace on him.
You better try to catch up.
Brother got peace on him. You don't want the other side of that coin, though. You don't want the third ward.
Yeah.
He trying to keep the third ward for him. He's very calm right now. I tell you what, fuck with his money or his kids or his family. Then that third ward nigga got that all this peaceful shit. No.
Okay. And then next to him,
Juju.
right. You see?
Right.
And then next to Baba-Femi is my homeboy Kevin Barringer, our resident wordsmith
of the Highland
Barringers.
What is that, sir?
Indeed, my friend.
How are you, sir?
Welcome to court today.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Yes, I will deliver your papers patent later.
My papers patent.
Today you will be Duke of Cambridge.
The feudal system of Zoe Williams.
And then next to him, the homie, weed juice extraordinaire, personal trainer extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
10,000 push-ups, a.k.a. Timmy Tight Top, or TTT, for those who are just tuning in.
He doing push-ups in his thoughts right now. Thinking about push-ups right now.
And now just joining the ZoWhat morning show on Dash Talk X, a young Highlander. An intellectual Highlander who plays no games with the enemy.
No, sir.
He was born with a sword, and it is destined to cut down the weeds of lies and ignorance. He is a representative of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan.
Absolutely.
And the Nation of Islam.
Yes, sir.
He is our new friend and contributor to the ZoWhat morning show. We will call him Lord Rizza. RizzaIslam has joined the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm honored once again to be here with my brothers, man, just to contribute and do what I can to bring, as you said, clarity, resolution, solutions, and, of course, expose the enemy in all ways possible. So.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
You, my brother.
I just got to come right back to Rizza and ask this question.
Yes, sir.
You have a son?
No, sir.
I'm just painting
you're saying, yes, okay.
Follow me. You have a son.
You gave me a son. Gotcha.
19 years from now, he comes out and says he has a boyfriend. How do you deal with it?
His boyfriend must be his Xbox. Or his PS5 and PS6 at that time. That would be the case. But no, if he says something like that, then the first thing I have to do is question myself as to what I have done or not done as a father to demonstrate the epitome of what a man truly is. If a male child has a father who is demonstrating and encouraging and showing what a true man is, that child will love what he is because he sees the epitome of what he can become. He'll love it. He will have no problem or anything dealing with not being a man because he sees what a man is. He sees what a man does, how he operates, how he handles people. So the first thing I would do is be responsible and say, what have I done?
Absolutely.
Or what have I not done
to show my child the best example of what a man is supposed to be, number one. Number two, I will look at the factors around him within the environments that I place him in. Once again, responsibility. What are they doing at his school? What children are around him? Wherever he is with his mother, where is he going where he is seeing a more heightened benefit of being a part of that lifestyle than simply being himself? What is it what ingredients are being tossed in his pot that need to be checked?
Oh, this is deep. Cultural ingredients.
Cultural ingredients, brother. That's what I would look at. So I wouldn't all of a sudden just attack my son. I can't do that because he is a product of what I am. He's a product of what I do or what I don't do. He's a product of what I place him around or place him in. So I have to look at what the hell have I not done or what have I done as a father.
Wow.
First thing.
Accountability?
Accountability, brother.
Good question.
Sure.
Brother Rizza, following that thinking,
Yes, sir.
are you of the belief that no children are born homosexual?
100% factually. And let me clarify this. That is an absolute fact. There is no such thing as anyone being born homosexual, because what that dictates is that you were born counter life or counterproductive against your own genetic makeup. You're born to produce.
Okay.
You were literally born out of production.
Okay.
So you're telling me that you were born opposite of your own nature.
So you're saying matter can't give birth to antimatter.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's just according to that. But to validate what has been a recent phenomenon chemically,
Oh, absolutely.
chemistry-wise,
Yeah.
what this government has created through the chemical called atrazine, through the chemical called paraquat, through these different chemicals, according to Tyrone B. Hayes, the professor of University of California, these chemicals create and enhance femininity within the body of a male, and it actually enhances the heightened likelihood of homosexuality from birth, chemically induced. Once again, not by nature. You were not born that way, but now the government has found a way to literally make you become born that way.
Right. Wow. Oh, Baba-Femi, can we get the spiritual aspect of this coin?
Spiritual take on it is, if you believe in nature or the natural order of something, if you begin to act out of a natural order of something, nature has a way of trying to correct itself or correct you, or whatever the culture. If something, if it comes out that this group of people are not producing children, or if we go up into an area and the children are born a certain way based upon the water or the food.
Right.
If you go into the so-called third world countries and they find out they're quote unquote, they're not adaptable to education, but you're giving them Western education. But if you gave them the education of their environment, they would do very well because they would survive. I.e. these Indians, these brothers that was on the island that shot the Christian that came to try to convert them. Now, I say that, and that may sound like I'm sidetracking, but the thing is, nature has a way of aligning something. Okay? The other side of that is, if you want to look at, if we are in a so-called age of Aquarius. Okay? Because if we're going into a new age, I'm not a Christian, but in the Bible, they asked Jesus, how will we know the end of time? He said, go into the new city. Ye then will see a man bearing a pitcher of water. The water bearer is the sign of Aquarius. Jesus was the sign of the fish. So we are leaving one age to the next. And it is said the Aquarian age governs homosexuality and things of that nature.
Very true.
So if that comes and nature is allowing this to come, it would need a conduit. And I agree with the brother, what you're saying about the government and the chemicals would be a one way of looking at it, because I too believe that if you're born what is considered a male, all right? And if that's what nature has selected you to be, the only thing that could disrupt that is something to come in and disrupt its natural flow.
Correct. All right. And they're doing it through the water to validate your point.
All right. Because see, I have 4 sons, and if any one of them came home and told me they have a boyfriend, the first thing I would do is just like, well, I would take the responsibility to myself, because that is not what I laid out, i.e. Will Smith's midlife crisis or whatever. You as a man, as a producer, you want to build, be stable. You want to be a productive, consistent, masculine principle to provide, because that's what you've been told. I mean, God forgive us, we were born during a time where that's what we were told.
That's right.
And somehow it aligned and it worked. Now, I'm not finna get into anybody out there in YouTube land, TV land to say I'm homophobic. I know I'm not. I have them all in my family. I have cross-dressing cousins and things like that. They come to me for readings, counsel. I don't judge who you sleep with, who you be with.
Right.
But as my own flesh and blood child, what I have laid out, if that's not what you've made your own choice and decision, I have to find a way to understand why you made this choice. I'm not going to get into right and the wrong. I'm going to get into an understanding of why you made this choice.
That's right.
Because I watched you play basketball, football, and, you know, I went out. I'm the one drop you off at the movies with your little girl. You told me how it was the first time you did it. You strapped up.
Right. You let me smell your finger.
So now I got to find out, you know, what shifted, what changed.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I should.
So wait. Hold on. Then I'm going to come back to you.
Yes.
According to this article by Michael Balter, October 8th, 2015, homosexuality may be caused by chemical modifications to DNA.
Correct.
Absolutely.
This was written on the sciencemag.org. Jeez.
Yes.
Chemtrails?
Come on.
Monsanto?
Come on.
The food? The water?
We can go into it.
We already know that soy is not good for boys. I bet not see a boy eating soy. Go ahead, Jeff.
No boy will eat soy under my employ.
In the kingdom of the ZoWhat show,
That's right.
there will be no consumption of soy for
There will
any
be no
males.
Excuse me, Uncle Zoe. Does soy sauce count? Like the little packets? The little dogs? That shit make rice taste good.
Soy sauce will be banned from henceforth. There will be no brown liquid on your rice.
That is right.
Unless it is gravy.
Or molasses.
Jeff?
Yeah, man. I think I might need to save some of my ignorance for the red.
Well, you've pretty much spewed a lot of ignorance since you've been here.
All right.
So you might as well just go ahead.
I wrestle with this. I wrestle with this the way I used to. And again, I love that you brought up the term homophobic. Okay.
Are you scared of gays?
Yeah, there you go. Let's break that down. Homophobic. Let me break down what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of dying before I can impart all the wisdom to my children.
Right.
I am afraid of dying in a plane crash because I fly so much. I am afraid. I'm not really afraid of spiders, but I don't know which ones are poisonous, so all of them have to die. Because if I let you slide and you bite my son, now, I don't know shit about spiders. You got 8 legs, your ass is gone. That's okay. That's my thing. Gay people, those of you who may be watching, those of you who may get a copy of this later, you can teach my children. You can, I don't care if you can get married. I don't know why you would want to get married. I can break that down if you want. That doesn't make any sense to me. You can do whatever you like. You can't force feed me your culture. And it's not because I'm afraid of it.
Simple.
It is because I am repulsed by male homosexuality. I can't say female because that would belie my porn collection.
That's true. Female on female.
Yeah, come on. Girl on girl. That's just fucking beautiful. Anyway, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say. Even the dudes that say, don't watch no porn, is struggling with watching them 2 girls.
I just like to see you wrestle.
But man, thank you. Anyway,
Oily wrestling.
I am not afraid of you. I am not afraid I'm going to turn into you. I am repulsed by male homosexuality. You know, like watching a dog eat its own shit. It's repulsive to me.
Wow.
That is the same energy that I get when you get masculine energy from women. But I don't need no man. That you intimidated by me. No, I'm repulsed by you because you are coming at me with masculine energy.
You're a sexy dude now.
Yeah. I don't need no man. You're talking to the universe and it's answering you. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the whole gay thing. But I don't believe, I really believe, I still do. I've seen too many dudes I know. Ain't nobody touched them. Ain't nobody let's call him Victor. Victor used to like to braid hair, jump double dutch. Ain't nobody touched Victor.
Tea parties.
You knew it. Yeah, you already knew. This would mean if I follow the logic that some people are born gay, that would mean the God in the King James Version of the Bible, who, according to Isaiah 45:7, says, I create good and evil. That would mean that he custom made these people just to hate them. And I don't believe that. I don't know what the answers are, but
I can clarify that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, to validate your point, number one, the LGBT has created in 2012 a King James, aka Queen James gay Bible.
Get the fuck out!
Hell no.
Brother Rizza.
Okay, now listen.
Hell
Now, you
no.
brought me on here because you want the facts.
Let's go.
Now,
Here we go.
You went biblical, damn it. I'm going to give you the biblical.
There we go. Let's go.
And you said, they said in Isaiah, which that is a very quotable chapter, that I'm the God of good and evil. Absolutely correct. The people who he created was not, and this is now people like, oh, come on, Brother Rizza. It was not black people, original people. It was the Caucasian. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but damn it, the people who embraced it and pushed it and originated that behavior were the Caucasian people. It does not come from Africa.
Yeah.
So the Queen James Bible was created in 2012. It is an all-white Bible with a rainbow cross, and they removed all 8 scriptures telling that homosexuality was a sin.
Wow.
This is real. You can get on Amazon for $23.99, I believe now.
Oh, wow.
It's a real thing. So when you push against God,
Did they leave my I am the Lord thy God, I do not change in there? They left that in there, but took the gay part out.
I think they did leave that one in there.
Wow.
The Fart Hammer book.
The fart, yes.
I'm gonna need you to preach a sermon real quick.
You want it from me or Cardinal?
I don't want to drop that.
I want it from you, the Fart Hammer.
Okay.
You are a Southern Baptist reverend who has now adopted the Fart Hammer Bible.
Yes. Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, correction, it's not 23, it's 21.91.
They brought the price down.
There we go. Here, let's do the Fart Hammer sermon.
Let me see this. Put this on live, brother.
Brother Timmy Tight.
Wait, here we go. Let's go.
Giving honor to God, who is the head of my life, and
Yes,
to the
Lord.
mothers of the church. Speaking
Yes.
of that, Mother Michelle,
Yes,
you're
Lord.
sitting on the front row. If you could close your legs, I don't need to see that. Matter of fact,
Yes, indeed.
I'm praying for your husband because he got to see that.
Yes, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
I want
Close
you
your
to
eyes.
open your Bibles to the 23rd chapter of Techno, which is
Yes, Jesus. 20.
holy music that y'all like so much to listen to. Technos, as you do read in the first chapter of Technos, he is the god of extremely fast dance music.
Yes, Lord. Happy
You do
feet,
understand,
Lord. Blessed happy feet.
in order to keep thyself ordained and holy, thou must dance under a strobe light sweaty at least 3 nights a week.
Yes, Lord.
Some of y'all ain't been dancing.
Yes, Lord.
I can tell by the way you're looking when you come in here.
Teach, Pastor. Teach.
If you're going to come up in the church of gay, you need to go and be gay now. All right? All this walking straight? Okay? Now, I ain't one for segregation.
All this walking.
But I tell you, we going to have 2 sections of this church from now on. We going to have the low key and the flaming hots.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Tell them to sashay,
you like
Lord.
to be low key and walk around like a regular. Hey, Tom, how's it going? And you like to hide what you're doing behind closed doors. All right, that's fine with me. But you gonna sit your ambiguous ass over there. And those of y'all who think it is okay to go out in public
Yes, sir.
with rainbow leggings on,
Yes, sir.
with your belongings all out,
Yes,
so that
sir.
others of you can see what you're doing.
Teach,
The
Lord.
flamers, those of you who dress like it's the gay parade all the damn time. I'm fine with that too.
Indeed, sir.
But the usher's gonna usher your ass over there. That just make it easy for me. All right?
You're a second.
'Cause I see somebody in a 2-piece suit dressed just like sitting next to somebody just like Patti LaBelle's backup singers. I don't know what the hell I'm up here doing. All right? Now I'm trying to get us all to the Lord. Y'all want to take the Rainbow Road? For some reason, the Southern Baptist Church Commission gave me this church. I don't know why. The Lord don't give you more than you can bear.
Oh, Lord.
That's what they say. That ain't in the book either. Shit. But did I say shit? Well, shit. All right. The doors of the church is open, and whosoever will, let him come. I mean, let him
Just come up front.
Walk up here.
Just walk up here.
Hey, you're listening to the ZoWhat show. Today's our current event show, man. We're having a great time today. Listen, what Geoff just did was a sermon for gay people with their new fart hammer Bible that was just brought to our attention by the good brother RizzaIslam.
The Lutheran Vandross Ministry.
They have a Queen James version of the Bible with a rainbow cross on it. And all of the verses that says God hates them has been taken out.
I don't know how you do that.
Wow. This leads us to our next story. Kevin Hart returns to the stage. Comedians defend him amid homophobic tweet scandal.
Let's go.
He had to step down from the Oscars because of growing pressure from the LGBT community. I think sometimes they had a Q.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
QP. QNP.
And I think the plus is for pedophiles, isn't it?
It's pedosexual, but some are saying pansexual. No, it's pedosexual. The pedophiles have been pushing through the gay movement since 1969.
Yes.
So let's just really get to it. Now, Nick Cannon also outed some other comedians that had some anti-gay comments on their Twitter accounts. Amy Schumer. Who's the other?
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman.
And one more. There's three.
Here's the thing.
Chelsea something.
I need you guys, I need the panel to break this down to me right now.
Sure.
How come we can't say shit about
The sweet pickles?
the sweet pickles? How come we can't say
That's
nothing
what my Uncle James used to call him.
about the Relish Boys?
That boy Richard's a sweet pickle. Because it is my
Shit, the Relish Boys.
it is my personal belief that people often believe, and I don't know how gay people got here, that you can be grouped, but you can't be talked about. Every group. Right now, there's a group of people that don't like brothers that wear bow ties and waves or whatever. You can be grouped. If somebody don't like white engineers, somebody don't like whatever your group is, how do you get to say that we on base? You can't talk about us. No way, no kind of way at all. The only people who have been able to pull that off is Jews.
Correct.
Jews are so gangster, they got people scared to compliment them. You know what kind of shit that is? That's some gangster ass shit. That's like that dude around the way. Yes, that dude around the way that be robbing niggas. You don't want to say nothing to Junebug. Ooh, those some nice chucks, Junebug. Yeah, nigga, what size you got on? You know, so you don't say shit to him.
Right.
You cannot say that people ain't gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you. Some of it's gonna be funny. Some of it's gonna be offensive. There are some funny ass racist black jokes that crack me the fuck up. Lighten up. In the words of the late Ralphie May, you can take a dick, but you can't take a joke. Goddamn.
Wow.
What? Yes. As he said, you can take a dick in the ass, but you can't take a joke?
Wow.
I think one hurts worse than the other. That's not my joke. That's Ralphie May.
Ralphie May.
He killed me with that. It's really funny.
You can be plundered.
Yeah.
but you can't be
plundered? Okay, anyway. A funny racist scene in a movie. Has anybody seen Rosewood?
Yeah.
You remember the scene where the dude, it was his wife, Esther Roll played his wife, and they were around the burial site, and they killed his wife, and they made him dig her grave, and he go, but Master Richards, I ain't got but one arm. He said, well, you lucky we ain't got but one shovel. That's just funny. Okay? Funny is outside the line. You gonna tell me that you can dress like a rainbow rooster on roller skates if you want. You can wear a feather boa. You can put on makeup and you just look like a nigga in makeup. I'm not talking about the dudes that really look like women, which is spiritual false advertising. I'm not talking about that.
Right. Spiritual
false advertisement.
Okay,
yes.
Jeff, your rant's been going on.
Okay.
Let other people talk.
All right,
God damn you.
All right, let me put that into it. Spiritual false advertising.
Yes.
But man, the politically correct movement, which is why you actually can't say anything about people today, it's just another name for you be responsible for my feelings. In today's society, you can't ask somebody to be responsible for your feelings. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't pay your rent. I don't fucking buy your food. So why the fuck do I need to be responsible for your feelings?
And if we and listen, if the government is getting behind this movement, just based off of their organization, then why don't black people organize at that level and force the same kind of response? You don't get to say nigga. White people don't get to say nigga because they love rap.
Listen,
it's kind of doing it now.
White people don't get to. You guys don't get to say it
now.
Not even in your car when you're alone.
It's kind
you
of
don't get to say it, right? But I'm just saying, if we follow the same template, now mind you, the civil rights movement was copied by the LGBT community.
Correct.
So now they've moved ahead of us in terms of getting resources and being protected by the government using the same template we used, and they further along than we are.
Correct.
So
let me borrow your struggle. Let me borrow your struggle.
Let me borrow your struggle. But we don't have none of the same. Like listen, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about black people in America.
Right.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Whenever I say nigga on YouTube, it always passes the manual check.
Wow.
Because you know they manually check every video to make sure that they can put advertisers in the beginning and throughout the video. Every time I nigga.
Yeah,
What's up, Nick?
Yep.
What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick?
What up, Nick?
What up, Nick?
What up, Nick?
We can say Nick all day, Nick.
Fuck you, Nick.
What's that, Nick? Fuck you, Nick. What's that, Nick?
Fuck you,
we can
too,
do that all day. And they will pass that video as suitable for advertisement on the whole platform.
Listen to that.
As soon as you
But if you say Catholic butt-hungry priest.
Like this one, so there probably won't be any advertising on this one. Because we just said Catholic butt.
Catholic ass-hunting priests.
Yeah. Yeah.
We in trouble.
Yeah.
They be like, this video has been flagged for limited.
I'm going to take my ding-ding and go hunting for old boy food.
Or not suitable for advertising.
Not suitable for advertisement because you've mentioned one of our friends.
That's right.
And you know what's interesting? The funny thing is that now, because I even see people on live here when they're talking about homophobic. Oh, they sound so homophobic. Okay, see, this is another reason why the government is easily able to destroy us as a people and maintain and control us, because we don't know language.
Thank you.
We don't know language.
Here we go.
When you don't know the definitions of words, you will make some of the most idiotic decisions.
Right.
Homo refers to Homo sapiens or human beings.
Yes.
Phobic comes from phobia, meaning a fear.
Yeah.
Fear of people. We are not afraid of no damn body.
Thank you.
Homophobia has nothing to do with homosexuality. That's a completely different thing.
And I ain't scared of that.
And we're not afraid of them. Now, those in certain positions, and as a celebrity, they are afraid. Hence, Kevin Hart apologizing about 3 hours after he made that damn video saying that he wasn't going to do it. Did you know he went back and reneged and apologized on Twitter?
I mean, because think of it. Hollywood is this way. Hollywood is the rabbit hole or the other hole.
I was about to say, it's a hole of some sort. It's a hole of some sort.
So again, just the way they get down, they dominate the business.
Correct.
Right.
So if you want to get somewhere, you got to do something. Oh, don't act like men ain't getting taken advantage of. You saw what happened to Terry Crews.
Oh, yeah.
Let me walk up on your big buff black ass and grab your swipe. What? Now, if that happened to any nigga in this room right now,
Bruh.
somebody getting socked the fuck out.
Come on, bro.
And then guess what they got for you?
But what about our future? We finna live with your mama, bitch.
But Kevin Hart had to do that as a boss. So And he tells the organization, the academy, fuck y'all. Which is some real shit. Fuck y'all, I'm not apologizing. But then he goes back and he has to understand he's an enterprise who employs hundreds of people. And so that can have repercussions on movies and all of his shit.
But that goes back to what we've been saying.
And as a business, he thought, okay, I could be fucking up a whole lot of other people's shit, so let me just do it again. But he didn't capitulate to the academy. He didn't apologize for the academy. He apologized for his own business.
But Kev, that goes back to what we've been saying for months. In order for black men to be successful within the infrastructure of American society, you must bend the knee.
Right, but he's so big now, this motherfucker has so many people relying on his career, he has to do something.
But wait, is he big if he still has to bend the knee?
Brother?
Bend the knee, motherfucker.
Dude, but
you talk about this fart hole over here, bend the knee.
But everybody's like that. Even when Trump came out, when that now he didn't fucking apologize, but everybody started pulling all of their shit away from Trump. They literally,
I'm gonna have to say not every
yes. Dude. You see all the advertisers that came away from Trump when he first did that Mexican thing? Dude, they start pulling out from him.
Throw it to Oba.
Okay. I'm gonna run down, look like I'm finna say some shit, but I'm really not. I'm gonna pass it, Bubba. It's a no look to Brother Oba. So you gotta get the mic.
You know, it's a funny thing because, and I hope everybody understands what I'm saying. When you begin to operate outside of the capacity of your own integrity,
Come on.
when you are compromised for dollars and positions,
Right.
and I understand why he would do it, because maybe he was thinking of others. But if others knew my integrity, they wouldn't mind working at Home Depot for a few months
until I come back.
Until I come back or rebuild this thing.
Dave Chappelle will be the example.
And see, the thing is that, and you know, I get along with a lot of people, man. I don't know anyone that I really don't get along with, but you know, the thing that really gets me is this political correctness.
Right.
I grew up on Richard Pryor. He talked about everybody. Comedians have made millions, and at the same time will throw in political, you know, into their jokes and stuff. We've seen straight, hardcore people on late night shows follow with the joke.
George Carlin,
the late Bernie Mac.
It's I don't know if this is what it is, but it seems to me is that if your integrity is challenged and someone seeps in there to get you to feel as though you're incorrect, homophobic, you're not part of a movement, then you're less of a person. I can disagree. What happened to the day I can disagree with you?
Right. Don't you say nothing about these little fart hammers.
I don't have to be. I don't have to be correct if I don't. I don't have to be correct if I don't like something.
Right.
If I don't like it, I don't like it.
Simple.
And
it's
that's
okay.
At the end of the day, that's what's supposed to make me the so-called American, right?
I don't like chocolate cake. Am I wrong?
Right. Yeah, you know, and see, and I think what has happened is, I grew up. I actually had the opportunity as a young man to meet Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And the brother stood for something.
Yes, sir.
If we wanted to really lower our cable bill, all we need is 30% of America to stop paying their cable bill, and they would listen.
They would shut it down.
Simple.
You got your business with as a garbage man because you didn't pick up the trash. You got your business done with the buses because you didn't ride the bus. We have lost the power of sacrifice.
Right.
And human beings cannot live without sacrifice.
Somebody said, wait, somebody said in the chat room, I hate liver. Am I liver phobic?
Right. You don't like cows.
What the fuck? Listen, isn't part of being an American saying what the fuck you want?
It's supposed to be.
What did he say?
You got to speak in the mic.
What did Kevin Hart technically say? Because this is so.
It was probably a joke.
6 years ago, though. Boy, it was tweeted and it lost its energy as a joke. A lot of stuff. A lot of verbatim jokes aren't the same as when you do them on stage. And he did this thing about smacking a dollhouse out of his son's hand. Yeah. And it was funny on stage. Who goes back 8 years, looking for some shit on you.
So let's
Niggas didn't do that.
Wait, let's do this, Jeff. Let's do this. Let's talk about black masculinity.
Come on.
Right? Is it homophobic or is it being framed as being homophobic? Because the average black father is like, what the fuck is you doing? Right?
As a matter of fact, you can take the what the off.
Now,
what the fuck is you doing?
Now, let me just say, is it wrong for a black father to be disappointed that his son has fart hammer tendencies? Because people always throw in the love quotient.
Right.
Well, you don't love your son? Yes, I love him, but I'm disappointed.
Right.
I'm disappointed with that.
To love someone is not to approve of behavior.
Right. I don't approve
I
of
can
that.
love you and not approve of your damn behavior.
I don't like that shit.
No, I love my son, but if my son is out there murdering people, I don't approve of that.
How about it?
But I love you.
As a matter of fact, my love, my true love, comes with the duty and the freedom to be disappointed at you. I have a duty, if I love you, to tell you, dude, you can't leave your shit laying around.
Simple.
Dude, you got to do your homework.
Simple.
Dude, you got to wash your ass every day. Dude, I got things that you may not like that if I love you, especially if I'm supposed to be your father or your uncle or your mentor or in some capacity you are learning from me, I'm supposed to you don't do that. That's right.
And you know what is extremely disgusting is that behavior, that way of thinking, that natural way that brought most of us up to be masculine men is now being attacked as toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
You know, I traced that term down and who coined such.
Who did that shit?
2 Caucasian males. The primary one being a homosexual Caucasian male.
Well, you catching shit in
Came
here
up with
today,
the
huh,
damn term
engineer?
toxic masculinity. So therefore,
I guess so.
Our engineer is white. He said, I had no idea my people were this full of shit.
like, damn.
Damn it, we really ain't shit.
See, so it's like, wait a minute. So you coming after the black male masculinity, which is the epitome of masculinity, because you want us approve furthermore of this homosexual tendency and behavior. I'm not going to approve of such. I am a black man. I'm not going to be involved in this Greek pederasty, which is what originated. That's the original version of what translated later into pedophilia.
Absolutely.
But you want to bring it back. The gay movement in 1969 trumped the Crip movement, community resistance in progress. They were originated in the same exact year, 1969. So they wanted to grab that on top of the civil rights movement to push their agenda, homosexual Caucasian males.
Wow.
So it was not at all because they loved human beings or they loved each other. No, it was we are reverberating and resurrecting the behavior that came from us all the way during the Greek times, which is we want to love little boys. David Thorstad, who was the founder of NAMBLA, North American Man Boy Love Association, who was also a member of the gay rights movement in 1969 after that as well. So they have been infiltrated and have been inside of the gay movement since its inception.
So if you would say, because that's a lot of history and a lot of knowledge, Brother Rizza.
Yes, sir.
Would you say that homosexuality is intrinsically Western? And if it is intrinsically Western, just look at their establishments.
It says in their
Even-
plays,
Yes.
in their tragedy, thou hast never known any greater love than that of another man.
Look at that.
So you have to look at where did that statement would come from. Was it based upon the soldiers having love for each other in battle to have
Yes.
each other's back?
Yes.
Now, how it diverted, we may never know.
Wow.
But
Wait.
that's part of the cultural.
Yes.
And you know what? It's a funny thing. We can play on a lot of things, but even growing up in church, the musician brother was always you went
Little saccharine. Yeah.
and
Little
you know,
saccharine.
He gotta shake the tambourine up near his ear.
yeah, we just kind of wondered about that. But if you look at the history of that position that goes way back into a culture,
Yes.
that was the deity of the deity of gaiety.
Yes.
Which got crossed with Pan.
Yes.
Which got crossed with Hapi.
Yes.
Which Hapi is a deity out of Nubia.
Yes.
That says, I come from the foothills of the mountain of the moon where the god Hapi dwells.
The Nile. That's right.
The Nile, absolutely.
Yes.
So there's a lot of cultural mishaps that have been coined, or a lot of things culturally that have been taken in a different direction and placed on something of other people's behavior.
Yes.
And, as I always tell brothers, careful what you pledge to. It's not so much as the fraternities, but careful what you take an oath to.
Yes.
Minister Louis Farrakhan said many years ago, beware of the oath takers. Those people that agree to do something, energy has a way of following you.
Yes.
Even through the spiritual DNA, it has a way of following you.
Oh, that's real.
But see, and this is why I was going to come back to that final thought on that, which is this. Even Western's highest representation of spirituality is gay.
Yes.
The Catholic Church.
Yes.
Gosh, they can't even worship God without thinking about rim bracelets.
Yes. Well, the
root and Zoe, the Catholic, the Pope just pardoned over 2,000 Catholic priests who are all found to have been involved in homosexual activity with little boys. Jeez. All of his cardinal priests have been found guilty, and all of them agreed to step down recently. Thousands of Catholic priests have been found guilty to have been involved with little boys.
You know why that's devil?
And the Pope, he said the devil is attacking the Catholic Church.
And here's why, in my opinion.
Who ordered the boy batter fritters?
Yeah.
This is real. So it's terrible.
Pick it up. How are we going to have a party and we're out of the pediatric butt skittles? Where are we going to... You like the 4th grade butt skittles? We don't have any of those? Okay, anyway. The Catholic Church.
Terrible.
Here's how you know the devil is smooth in the middle of that.
Yeah.
In order to become a priest, you have to take 2 vows. One of chastity and one of poverty. God ain't about you being broke or horny without a release.
True.
God ain't about either one of them. Not providing. If I am broke, then I can't provide for my children.
Right.
God ain't got nothing to do with that shit. There's some shit y'all put together to make this perfect storm of broke and horny. And now you fucking with these little boys and talking about God ain't got shit to do with that.
That is true.
Man.
That's
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the ZoWhat Morning Show on Dash Talk X. I'm sorry. I mean, it's unfiltered. It's uncensored. I mean, we have real conversations. We're talking about current events, things that are happening in the news today.
It's going to be tough to shut anybody on this panel down because we all make our own money.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That's right. I'll talk about it. I use the term fart hammer. Yeah.
Jeff was the one who coined fart hammer.
Actually, I didn't coin it. This was a Marine Corps. I was in the Marines. I am a Marine.
Boy, are you a fart hammer?
I tell you what, you fart hammers better get in here and get this shit up. Yeah. That's just a derogatory gay term. And derogatory gay terms exist because human beings are imperfect, because we say what we want to say. We look down upon certain things. And I am looking down upon, with much vile filth, the concept of a man fucking another man. And if that makes me whatever it makes me in your book, let it be.
Well, that leads us to our next story. Speaking of irony, if there's a gay Bible, there's also a slave Bible.
Shit.
Come on.
Slave Bible converted slaves to Christianity by omitting parts that could lead to uprising. Look at how the Bible has been weaponized for certain purposes.
Weaponized for your
First book of Peter. Book of
According to the root, they got a special Bible for slaves. I need Cardinal Dale to come in here.
What you got?
Cardinal Dale, I need you to come in here and teach a sermon on how niggas are supposed to be, because God made it that way, right, Cardinal? You were blessed by the Pope, Cardinal.
I was blessed by the Pope. I was blessed by the Pope.
Could you speak on a nigger's natural position with regard to the pristine whiteness of his master?
I have no problem with that. Okay, first off, let's get some shit straight, because I am a cardinal, and we were talking about what goes on in the Catholic Church. I am in the Catholic Church. Now, let's understand something. I run the First Catholic Church of Kentucky. I can tell you right now, in my church, ain't none of that boy fucking going on. I went to the Vatican, I told the Pope himself. All right, now I'm with the Hail Marys, I'm with walking with the smoke and all that shit. I do all that. But I ain't gonna be broke, and I ain't gonna be not fucking. Deal? Deal. He said it's fine. All right, now get that out the way. Get that out the way. I don't want y'all to think I'm doing none of that sweet pickle shit. All right? Now,
Oh, shit.
with regard to the niggers, I got nothing against them. I tell you can fill up an afternoon watching them dance. You ever watch any Soul Train reruns? Something?
Oh, shit.
If it requires movement, them black folks is on it. I tell you.
Oh, shit.
They fast, they sexy. You ever seen a black woman? Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. They're so sexy with that dark skin, I'm scared to get them next to something close that is hot. They'll melt. It's shit. They'll look like hot chocolate. Anyway. In the Bible, I don't know if y'all look close enough at it. The Bible, in its present, King James, that's one I like to go to, King James Version. Keep it simple. All these new abridged versions. I don't know about that. I like to go with what my white folks stole first. All right? They stole it first. They put it that way first. We leave it like that. Now, in that book, God ain't real clear about what color car you ought to drive. He ain't. But he's real clear about niggers and gays, which confounds me to this goddamn day. Oh, shit. Why? If that God in that book is real clear about how he feels about niggers and gays, why is the church so goddamn full of them? I don't get it. That is proof right there. You some bitches ain't reading.
Cardinal Dale.
You read that book. If you read that book, you'd be more inclined to join the Klan, now wouldn't you?
Oh.
You're more welcome over there. At least they got something to do for you on a Saturday night with them 8-foot lowercase T's they burn.
Oh. Cardinal Dale. Cardinal Dale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have black parishioners in your church?
You goddamn right I got black parishioners in my church.
Why?
Who's gonna watch the door? We got deliveries all the time. Somebody gotta bring that shit round the back. You goddamn right I got black parishioners in my church. Have you ever been to all-white church? That is it. The only thing all-white church has got going for it is it's short.
Oh, shit.
That is 45 minutes of utter fucking boredom. You got to be kidding me.
Thank you, Cardinal Dale.
No, I'm saying, goddamn it, I wouldn't found the gayest goddamn choir director I could find. I mean, that some bitch is on fire. You'd walk up to him and light a cigarette off his sleeve. That boy's on fire. As soon as I heard him, my church is full. And that's the whole point. Get him in here so I can teach him this bullshit. I'm teaching him the word. This bullshit. Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Root reports an exhibit at Washington, D.C. Museum featuring an abridged version of the Bible sheds light on how Christian missionaries converted enslaved Africans to Christianity by teaching them the gospel. Except the parts about freedom, equality, and resistance.
Yep.
This is what, Bible scholars call hermeneutics and exegesis at its finest.
Yep.
I'm just finna interpret this shit the way I want to interpret it.
Come on.
Go ahead.
And I want it to fit a narrative that I want to push.
Yeah, the truth changes,
We not finna talk about no revolt, no strength, no resolve. We just gonna talk capitulation. That goes back to Kevin Hart. He's got to capitulate if he wants to continue to dominate this industry.
Yes.
You know that, Jeff. Do you disagree, Jeff?
Yes,
Do you?
absolutely.
Talk to me.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Jeff.
This and the boat is slowly leaving the harbor. I don't know if y'all saw Ricky Williams is starting his own football league. Ice Cube is starting 3-on-3 league.
You mean the guy in the dress?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Why the hell? I don't care if he wear a doo-doo suit. If he's starting some shit that don't have nothing to do with white folks, how the fuck you gonna? We bring all the no-look pass, the alley-oop, the 90-yard run back. That's when the last time you seen a white boy run 90 yards fast?
But Jeff, that doesn't counter what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is they have an infrastructure. It's their infrastructure.
Yes.
It's their rules.
Yes.
I'm not saying we don't have talent. We're not the stars that power it. I'm not saying that.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's get
I'm saying what Boyce Watkins said. Brother, shout out to Boyce Watkins who's been on this show. I could make 3 times the money I make if I just dealt with white people, but I don't.
True.
I deal with black people because my black people aren't enough. Black people, when they wake up and figure out that it's okay to leave Nigger Island, it's okay that when if we truly pulled our shit, if we really did what white supremacists want and left, what the fuck would America be other than a land of really discontent white women? If all the black folks left.
Yeah, I get that.
So this concept that I can't dominate your game, well, guess what? Enough black people see me now. I'm on the Nick Cannon side of the game. Enough people see me now. Enough black people know me now. Enough black people follow me now. That if I take what I have and go, thank you so much, and move from here, I'm gonna be good.
All right, I got to push back.
Yes.
Listen, in theory, that could work. But you're dealing with people who are hell-bent on moving the goal line every time we do that. Every time we do what you just described, fuck it, we change the rules.
What do you mean?
Because you remember that scene in The Matrix when Neo is talking to the architect.
Yes.
And Neo is basically saying, I'm not going to let none of this shit happen. Right? He was like, I'm going to save everybody. He's like, look, foolish mortal. Yeah.
You're so simple.
He said this is the 6th time.
This is the sixth time we've destroyed this motherfucker, and we're getting exceedingly good at it. So understand. And then when put in the position Jeff is talking about, the architect said there are levels of existence we're willing to live at.
Listen to that.
We're not finna let you. I don't give a fuck what you do. There's levels of existence we're okay with living at just so you don't get what you want.
They have integrity. They have integrity.
They are a unit and collective. You know what they'll say? Well, fuck it then. It's motherfucking potato salads with raisins then. From here on out. That's what we doing? That's what the fuck we doing. So long as we don't let you do it.
If I come to your picnic, then that's true. But if I go to my picnic and your picnic, ain't nobody here, mama, ever made a potato salad with raisins in it.
But guess what, though, Jeff? You know what you're saying? You're saying get out of their system and into your own. But I'm going to say we have to build our own system.
Sure.
And let me just, maybe I'll throw this name out there. Maybe it'll make a little bit of sense. Tyler Perry.
Sure.
Tyler Perry got outside the system.
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
And establishing his own.
He established his own fucking film studio.
I know he got his own film studio.
That right there.
He still can't put movies out on his own, no?
Distribution.
Listen, you know what? Wait. That's not true. And I'm going to tell you why.
Well, he can put them out on his own, but not movies like Big Mom.
Yes, he can. And let me tell you why. The biggest lie in the entertainment industry is that they got a lock on distribution.
Thank you.
That's the biggest lie.
Thank you.
The music industry fucked up when they had a chance to utilize the internet. But no, they villainized the internet. And then told the artists to villainize the internet. At the end of the day, the internet is the greatest marketing tool in the world.
Thank you.
It's the greatest distribution tool in the world. And it changed. Hold on, let me finish the point. And it changed the record industry to the point now the record industry is, you thought it was a pariah back in the day.
It ain't shit.
Now I'm gonna give your ass a 360 deal because you've destroyed my distribution chains of CD production, of brick and mortar stores. You destroyed the whole shit.
That's gone. Yes.
It turned fucking Apple into a record label.
Yes. And
that's because the record industry dropped the ball. Now, someone with Tyler Perry's resources and money,
thank you.
Man, distribution ain't a problem.
But it's not about it's not about just distribution, no. Distribution, yeah, but it's about promotion. Promotion is what makes the movie. Promotion is what makes everything. He don't have that type of money like a you know what I'm saying,
yes,
like a Universal. No, he don't. He don't got no money like Universal. He damn sure don't got money like Universal. He tripping.
No.
But I think I'm gonna throw it back to you. But I think Kevin's missing the point. He don't have to have Universal's money. He's got enough money to produce promote
not to make
his
the movies
own
like he
shit.
does.
Yes,
he can do his own shit, but he can't do it like Big Mama's House is being produced and marketed now how it is now.
I got something I need
much smaller. Let me. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes. I think I understand what you're saying because when I said distribution, what I meant was that seemed to have in our mind that's the stumbling block. But times have changed. If he wants the mega notoriety. I think that's what he's talking about. When I go back to the integrity of things, if you really love football, you can play football. It doesn't mean you have to play in the NFL.
Right. Come on, bro.
Ice Cube in the Big Three, Master P in
that's
the
Arena
Football
saying.
League.
Yes.
We're selling ourselves out to the very monster machine that got us in there.
For the dirty 4-letter word easy.
And I think the evil part of what's being said here is he can't do it like them.
Thank you. Why should he?
It don't have to be like them. And it could be totally different.
If he didn't want to do it like them, he wouldn't do it himself.
Okay.
Obviously, he's with them for a reason.
Okay. Kevin. One.
Kevin.
He did it like them because that was the only model. Okay. I'm asleep in my car. I love Tyler Perry's Factory. I don't dig his cookies. I don't dig the movies. I love his process.
Right. I get it.
Okay. If what you were saying is true, then I'm going to need you to explain Fred Williamson. From Three, as in Three the Hard Way.
Yeah, the Hammer.
Yes, the Hammer. Yeah. Fred Williamson is worth approximately $15 million. Why? Because of the movies that since the 70s he has directed, written, produced, and starred in that he refused to release here. They're everywhere else.
Dude, I'm not saying you can't do your own thing and make some money. What I'm saying, he can't do it on the same scale as he's doing it now with the bigger. He could not do it on that same scale.
Let's just say you're right for a second.
He would do it.
Let's just say you're right for a second.
He would do it.
Let's just say you're right. You're right. I don't know how to agree with you anymore.
If I may.
I'm agreeing with you.
Wait. If I may.
Throw it to Rizza.
I'd like to go ahead and just drop some information here. Number one, every artist, if Tyler Perry called T.I., The Rock, Beyonce, Cardi B, and said, listen, I have this movie that I need to be brought to these major theaters. I need all of you to promote it on your pages. He will have literally over 500 million people to see this in less than 1 hour. The movie theaters will demand it because it is money at the end of the day. And just for an absolute simple fact,
that's a
Kevin Hart, when it came to, I'm going to give the facts on this, brother, because that's all I know how to do. The Oscars So White was called the Oscars So White for a reason back, in 2 years ago. And because they kicked certain people out and there were no black nominees for an Oscar, Russell Simmons came out with the All Deaf Digital Awards.
Thank you.
And he brought all of them there. I was there in person. Ice Cube was there. Terry Crews was there. Some of the big Marlon Wayans, you name, they were all there. And they gave awards to them because they said, F the Oscars. We are going to do our own thing. And what happened? We came together, pulled together, and made it happen. Pulled it off the Oscars. Did not get the ratings that they did before because there were no black people in it. But All Deaf Digital is what got all of the attention. So we have done it. We can do it. And as of right now, we're in a position to where if we can share one damn post and it gets seen by 1 million people in 30 minutes or 20 minutes, we can absolutely get our products out, distributed, everything.
My man.
Because I don't need to do it like a white person because a white person is too busy trying to do it like me.
Let me clarify what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be doing things on his own. I'm not saying he can't do things on his own. What I'm saying, he's not doing because he doesn't want to because he makes more money doing it with them.
Agreed.
That's why he does it. If he can make as much money as he does with them by himself, he would do that shit.
Tyler Perry has been the spook who sat by the door.
Agreed. What you're basically doing is repeating what I said about Dr. Boyce Watkins. He said I could make 3 times the money. But I don't, because I work with my own people, and my people are enough.
That's
until
where integrity
we can figure
comes
out who buys all the Nikes,
right?
And how the rest of white people don't jump towards cool until we tell them it's okay.
That's right.
So this concept that you're going to have less or do less or make less because you deal with them is because you're coming from a state of lack consciousness. What would happen if Tyler Perry and T.I. and all the people he mentioned potted up and bought our own theater?
Brother. Wait.
Brother. And then, did this and
come on,
and
man.
then
Now you're talking
you want to
language.
bring some static to the theater?
Static.
We got 50 bow ties at each theater.
Brother.
Now you bring your contract.
And we've done it before.
I
agree with that.
Come on,
now watch this.
I don't disagree with that.
Now watch this. You're listening to the ZoWhat Morning Show. It's getting crazy in here. It's current event day. This is how we do when we break down. This is our news channel right here. You in the dig?
CNN. See?
It's C nigga. CNN. C nigga. Okay, cool. So let me just do this. I don't think it's so much the money why we fuck with them.
Ooh, yeah.
Listen to that.
I think it's more the self-esteem and the self-validation.
Yes.
Massa said I was number 1.
I'm next to Massa. That's exactly
That's
correct.
what I think.
got on Massa old
precisely
shirt.
correct.
I don't think it's the paper. I think it's the acknowledgement by Whitey.
Exactly.
White Sky Daddy.
Yes.
Being acknowledged by white Hollywood is the same as Jesus coming back.
Correct. Yes.
Correct.
I was with, do you know who I was with? I was with Steven Spielberg.
Man.
I was with George Lucas.
Man.
He looked at me.
He handed me his napkin.
Looked at me.
That's right.
He said I could be a
That's
Negro
right.
Jedi.
And that's real.
That's
That is
right.
real. That is what Minister Parker. See, this is why we've been pushing for the separation. Everybody else has their own, meaning get your own stuff. Power only respects power. Nobody's going to sit here and respect you when you want to come and do everything in their damn house all the time. Nigga, why you don't get your own damn house?
I will be the first thug Jedi in the next Star Wars.
There is no such thing.
I am Deshaun.
There is no such thing as respect that doesn't stand on its own legs.
That's right.
Pity can have a crutch. Anger, condescension, all of those can have crutches. Respect stands on its own.
That's right.
I have to respect you
I think
for you.
At the base of a lot of the conversations that are happening, that's what it comes down to. Nobody really remembers the ABA, but the ABA made the NBA, right?
Right.
When you get into the 70s and the 80s, most of your black athletes that was going into the NFL came out of the SWAC. They weren't coming out of the Big Ten, the Pac-8. It was just very few. So, back in the 90s, I think it was when they had Emerge magazine, they reported that over 90% of all black college students that were working in corporate came from historically black colleges.
Right.
So you start looking at when people, they change your way of how you validate your life. And those institutions, they play these cruel jokes on you, whether it's education, religion, politics, food, and you are now validated. People going to church that really don't believe, but it's the thing to do. Athletes making a cross at the end of a touchdown that ain't Catholic.
Right.
It's just craziness that goes on. But it's that whole thing of I need to be validated. This is how I'm elevated. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like the days of respect and integrity has just gone out the window.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end mine. You feel me? It's Sith on mine, blood. Okay. It's Sith.
You gotta eat the sunflower seeds.
It's Sith on mine, you understand? I'm a Pyru Sith. What?
Why you taking face red?
I'm just saying, man. Oba just hit us upside the head, man. It's real. Listen.
Wow.
White people and the infrastructure here in America makes us feel good when he acknowledges us. The thing that me and Jeff and Rizza was talking about earlier to Kev, to be honest with you, is the same format that Dash Radio is doing. Dash Radio gets all these name people, celebrities, people with followings, and what we do, we tag them.
Yes.
That builds them and us. They doing the same thing. So you mean to tell me that Ice Cube, Tyler Perry, Kevin Hart,
Come on.
Denzel Washington, and all the other super talented and marginally wealthy people, right? Black people in this industry can't get together and just say, well, you know what? Fuck y'all. The top 50 entertainers in Hollywood that are black, that are successful. You mean they can't do that?
It'll be over.
It'll be over.
They could, but why don't they?
You know why?
Because of how important it is.
We said it.
To be seen by massa. Because the white man's ice is colder. Because the concept of verbal, literal, and what do you call it when it's written? Written.
Literary.
Thank you. Literary validation. All you've ever seen, all you've ever experienced is some Caucasian handing you a certificate. Some Caucasian putting a piece of paper on the wall. I got a degree. Bitch, that's a receipt.
Man. We acknowledge your portrayal.
You want to find some degrees? Jump in my car. I'll take you 10 minutes from here to 6.
So what you're saying, every one of them are not doing it because they still want to be in the white prestige.
And
that's what you're saying. That's the definite answer.
Let's flip it another way.
There's one more attitude.
It's answer enough.
Let's flip it another way. Prince is dead. Suspiciously.
That hurts me when you say that word.
Yes.
Prince is dead suspiciously.
Yes.
What do you mean suspiciously?
What he was given.
Niggas don't know why he did, bro. All of a sudden, some shit just happened.
The drug he was given was
fentanyl.
The fentanyl.
Yes.
No, and it's not just the fentanyl.
How did he get it?
It's the fentanyl. We're going to give you 5 milligrams. We're going to give you 5 milligrams. When you come back to get this next 5 milligrams, it's 500.
Yes.
So you take one pill thinking you're taking one, and you're not.
Now,
want to prescribe
Prince should have smoked weed.
By the way.
What we find after Prince's death is that the brother was clandestine in the shit he was doing in the community.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Is he working on venture capitalists?
Yes.
Technology? He working on some things. Why? Why was he so clandestine? And then we don't even want to talk about his catalog.
Oh, come on.
No.
Which wound up back in the hands of some people he didn't want it to be in.
Which is why Let's Go Crazy is in a fucking commercial now.
But I mean, Prince was, this was a story like from Kevin Smith, who he did a few movies. And he did, what's that movie?
Clerks.
Yeah, Clerks and all that. So Prince saw a movie that he did, the religious movie that he did. I can't remember what it was, but it was
Dogma.
Dogma. So where the black man, we said the black Jesus was black. And so Prince saw that movie and had Kevin Smith out to his house to direct some videos for him. He was like, dude, I love that movie that you did. I need you to, come in and hook up some videos for me, like movie videos. So Kevin Smith said he went there, filmed all the shit, did everything, and then Prince put it in his vault and said, nobody's going to see this shit.
See, I'll say
I don't know what your point is.
But my point is, you're saying why is he clandestine? I'm saying that nigga's weird. He just does shit where he he was talking about
he was a strategist too. He was a strategist.
He was a strategist, but the nigga was weird.
Let it be weird. Let it be weird.
It wasn't just for weird sake.
Okay.
I see what you're trying to say, but I thought you was making a solid point. But let me do RZA real quick.
But you act like you know that nigga, like you knew that's what he did. You don't know, just like I don't know.
Coming from one,
you niggas don't know either.
Let RZA do it.
You don't know either, nigga.
I met Prince. I'll say it this way. I met Prince and he was a strategist. He was too damn intelligent. The moment he opened his mouth about chemtrails, the government was on his ass.
Right.
And they said, oh, you're going to talk about it on national television too. With your platform. Okay, so we own you. He started to do things when he was at, I believe it was the Academy Awards, where he stood up in front of all of the black artists and he said, what would it be like if we had our own game? He said, you are nothing but paid slaves. He said this to them.
Yes.
He said, you are paid slaves because you don't own your masters.
Thank you.
He told them, be free. Stop being a nigga.
Stop referring to yourself as minorities because there is nothing minor about you.
The motherfucker wrote slave on his face.
He wrote slave on his face.
He was the first major artist in the recording industry to really recognize the power of the internet.
Yes.
Because he said, let me calculate my fans worldwide. I got 23 million that I can go to directly. While all the other fucking artists were villainizing the internet, Prince was partnering with it
and took back his masters from Warner Brothers.
Yeah, man, that wasn't no regular dude. Man.
Come on, man.
So the other attitude
was weird, nigga.
So the one thing, all right. So I'm just gonna say this last point. We have white privilege, white acknowledgement, white everything. Rub our head, please. Let us know, Master. Are you approved? Do you like this? Okay, that's first thing. Number two, we are afraid that if we step out and do what Prince, Michael, any one of them did, they will take us out the same damn way. And many of them are absolutely afraid. Do you see how they're getting drugged through the mud, Kevin Hart, right now because of some tweets 8 years ago with the LGBT Terry Crews for coming out and just speaking the truth?
He's scared.
What happened to him? They are afraid. Many of them are afraid. But the problem is, as Minister Farrakhan said, you fear this white man and this system so damn much. You fear them too much. You must fear more of what the Supreme Being will do because of your lack of standing on your integrity, or as Minister Farrakhan said, having the testicular fortitude or the ovarian audacity or having big balls. You have to stand on it.
The Negro Petting Day. I will not. Negro Petting Day will be canceled henceforth.
NPD.
If there's any Negro that decides to unify under my rule,
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Master ain't gonna pet us no more. Cause
I will not acknowledge your talent.
Which means you don't have it. Which means you don't have it.
I will act as if you are not there anymore. Baba-Femi, your thoughts?
Oh, man, yeah, definitely cancel Negro Petting Day, man. Definitely cancel.
Oh, my God. Negro Petting Day.
Negro Petting Day.
It's over.
I don't love that.
You know, Prince had me when he won an award back in the 90s, and he said, life is an adventure, but it only comes to those who are willing to take a chance.
Wow.
Brother had me then, you know, outside of his music. You know, we thought the music was weird. I remember when he put the Lord's Prayer in the song, they was protesting him out in front of one of his events down in Houston. He ended up selling out 3 nights in a row. So, you know, it's putting that in the vault, that is kind of weird. I got to agree with you there. But that's Prince. Why he did some of the things that he did.
Shit, he had a whole album with Miles Davis that he put in the vault.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of it, I think we all know what's going on, and we all know what happened with those brothers, even if we never get to the point of the details. It just seems to be a common thing that when someone stands up and goes against the grain, it ends up almost the same outcome.
Going against the grain.
And that's enough to scare people, as the brother was saying. It's enough to scare a lot of brothers and sisters.
Right.
I know y'all may have talked about this already. I didn't catch it, but I can beat my woman. I can drink alcohol. I can get tickets for DUIs. I can smoke some weed, take some steroids, and I can come back and play in the NFL, but I can't stand for anything.
Wow.
Yes.
And you got all these brothers that are there playing and know this. They say this. They're speaking about it on their talk shows, the Shannon Sharps, the Stephen A's, and these brothers putting on these suits, man. You know, you got to wonder at some point it crosses their mind, am I really a high-dollar house Negro?
Damn. And there it is.
Ouch.
There it is.
Ouch.
Hey, Geoff Brown, your final thought here. We're giving Geoff Brown the final thought today because we ran past his intellectual rant. Jeff, you got 3 minutes to tear this motherfucker down. You're on a timer. You're on a timer.
Number one, I must apologize to those who come after me. The position that we are in is because the 50-somethings now did not pick up where Dr. King left off. I know the fuck I didn't. I know where I was at. I wasn't carrying no signs. I was carrying my ass to the club. I apologize.
I wanna get next to you.
That's what I was doing. Okay. At your age, dear brothers my age, at your fucking age, stop acting like dudes younger than you. When I was young, older brothers and me didn't want shit to do with me. I was lucky to get earshot of their wisdom. Start here. If you know that turnip is an ingredient in greens, then you ain't supposed to be talking about turning up.
That part.
Something my father told me. I fucked up in school and my father asked me, what is your last name? I said, Brown. He said, wrong. That's my last name. Because you don't have a family. Until you have a family you taking care of, that's my name. Don't put no fucking dirt on my name. That's how you need to raise your goddamn kids.
Smack the shit out of you, nigga.
We are not friends. Me and my sons, now that they are older, they are the kind of cats I would be friends with because that's the way I raised them. But while I'm raising you, I can't be friends. Zoe is my friend. What the fuck I look like picking up the phone talking about Zoe, you grounded?
That ain't gonna happen.
Whose fault is it about our narrative? Whose fault is that? I dare you to say something about Jews as a narrative. Here's the power of Jews. It's impossible to fuck with one of them. You fucking with them all. What would they do? What would this system do if we said, fine, you can keep the NBA? Especially after the Sterling thing. I say it again. After the Sterling thing. What if we said, please, pretty please with sugar on top, do not make this man sell his team. Keep the team. What we're going to do is we're going to fill our black churches, but instead of on Sunday preaching the word, this Sunday, we are going to watch games. We're going to watch the Clipper game. Whenever the Clipper game on, it's a church service. And we're going to sit in this church and in sections. Every time there's a commercial, this section is going to start writing, Dear Car Company, for the next 100 years, black people will not be driving your car. We don't want your money. We don't want your apology. There will be no exceptions. What if when brothers start coming out of college, they say, you know what? I will not play for or against the Clippers. What would you do? Here's what you would do. You would watch your people get together and choke the fucking life out of a business. And until we start some financial terrorism and some beautiful black soul searching, we still gonna be complaining about you Jasper ass shade tree house coons that cannot somehow figure out that you have everything. Just stop giving it away.
Okay, Jesus, that was 4.5 minutes. We said 3. 60 seconds, Rizza.
Yes, sir. Final thoughts?
Yes, 60 seconds.
Overall, we will not get anything, freedom, justice, nor equality, unless we unite, number one. And unless we overcome the fear of this system of white supremacy, unless we fear the supreme being more than we fear death itself, we will not be successful. We will not have anything until we overcome that, come together, and decide to change our own reality. No begging, no knocking on the door of anyone else. Create your own damn house, build your own everything, establish your own everything. You will have respect. You will have true equality because you will make yourself equal among the best on this planet.
Jesus Christ. Break up with their ideas, their definitions, their stories, their histories.
Divorce.
Just break up. Just fuck it. Just cut it off. Okay, sorry. My good brother, Baba-Femi. Let's go 60 seconds.
It doesn't have to be that long. In short, you got to get back. You got to find that strength and courage that even though that was a slave Bible, it never affected Nat Turner.
Ooh, think about it.
The sign was from God.
Think about it. Woo. Think about it.
When you get back to it, the preachers don't march anymore with big names.
Woo. No.
There's a process that has begun. And it may not resonate, but we had a term back in the day, say, you punking out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the thing of it is when someone shows up at your doorstep, when someone shows up in front of you in your space, my thing is finding the inner strength and courage. And don't punk out.
That's right.
Wow.
Stay within the capacity of your integrity. Stand strong. Stay up.
There it is, Kevin. 60 seconds.
Not that long. The biggest conspiracy in the world is the mission for Caucasians to hide your history. So in order for you to do anything, you're going to have to go and know who you were and then understand where you are, and then you will know where to go.
Oh, I can fuck with that. Timmy Tight top.
I think we should always focus on educating ourselves as black people and staying peaceful together and supporting each other.
And drink weed juice.
And drink, of course, drink weed juice.
All right, there it is. Listen, you got to break up with everything. Holidays, religion, spirituality. You should never let an invading culture come in and recontextualize your belief systems.
Divorce it.
You just gotta divorce it. You gotta get it out your system. Now, if your happiness and your concept of success and your concept of education and your concept of love comes from the motherfucker that's lubing your spiritual butthole. Preparing you for spiritual rape.
Spiritual baseline.
Yeah, it is. If your meaning and your idea comes from them, listen, you're going to have a hard way to go. The whole way through, you're going to have a hard way to go. But if you break up with all of that, you're going to be okay.
That's right.
We're going to be okay as a people. We'll be able to say, well, fuck y'all then. We're going to do this shit ourselves with each other.
That's right.
I like him. I like my peoples. We don't have to do this shit with you. But as long as we get our definition from them, our self-esteem from them, our sense of worth, as long as we get that from them, we're going to be slaves to what they think about us.
Right.
All right, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. This is what we do, man. Shit. This shit's crazy, man. We be having a good time on here. I appreciate everybody for coming in and chiming in and supporting this show. YouTube, thank you for all your super chats. Thank you for your comments. Kev, thank you for your information. The Great Book of Melanin Research, Part 1. Please go support that brother. Weed Juice, Total Package Energy, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing when Exiting a Toxic Relationship, Baba-Femi. Oh, Baba-Femi.org.
Yes, Baba-Femi.org.
Baba-Femi.org. I'll put it right here on camera so people can see it. Baba-Femi.org. Please go support this brother. Very, very, very wise, good brother, man. This is what we do here on the ZoWhat Morning Show. It's politically incorrect, but I don't give two shakes of a fat rat's ass. How do we find you, RizzaIslam?
Yes, sir. Everything is RizzaIslam, RizzaIslam.com for booking. Islam Rizza on Twitter, _RizzaIslam on Instagram, Facebook.com/RizzaIslam and the number 1.
There you go. Hey, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. Check me later on tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. #TalkX. We out.